Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay. If you are on here, can you let me know that you can hear me okay? I am trying something new, and I just want to make sure that you all can at least hear me. So if you're on here, will you let me know if you can hear me? That would be super helpful. Yes. Okay, perfect. Then this is working. So can you see my screen okay? Can you see, here, let me put something up. Can you see this on the screen? Can you see it says Math Skills Unit 1? I just want to make sure. I believe you can see it, but I just want to check. Let me know if you can see that in the comments, and then we will get started. Sandra, can you see that okay? Because I see that you're on here. Are you able to see? Okay, perfect. Yay! Okay, so you can't see my face, which is okay because I want to share what I have set up here. So let's see. Okay, first things first, I'm going to put up this right here, and you guys are going to have to excuse, I'll probably get emails coming through, so just excuse that. Okay, so today, if you have questions or comments or anything, please, please, please put them in the comment box, and even though you can't see my face, I can see your comments, and we are going to get started. So I am so excited because this week we launched our Math Skills, the Number Sense Kindergarten Unit 1. You guys, it is available right now. It is on sale for $14. So I will show you where to go at the end of this, where you can find it, but it is on sale. We just launched this. Hi, Lauren. Hi. So if you're just now joining, you can't see my face because, well, I messed up on the last video, and so you cannot be on here with your face and screen share. So I am screen sharing with you. Sorry, I'm moving this around so I can at least try and see some of my screen. And so if you are just now joining, that is what we are doing. I am just sharing my screen with you because I want to walk you through our brand new Math Skills Unit 1 curriculum that just launched. So if you have not had a chance to check it out, I am going to take you through all of it in a little bit of time today. So this Number Sense brand new unit is really, so number sense is an emerging construct, and it really refers to a child's fluidity and flexibility with numbers and what numbers mean, as well as an ability to perform mental mathematics and to look at the world, and so just to give them the opportunity to be able to make comparisons, to distinguish comparisons, and all of that incredible goodness that math involves. Okay, so I'm going to just list off, we're going to walk through all of this, but I just want to kind of give you an overview. If you're watching the replay, feel free, as always, even though this looks a little bit different, feel free to put comments in. You can private message me, you can email me, whatever you need to do, you know where to reach us or me, and I will get all your questions answered. Okay, so included, so when you buy this set, this guide, it is on sale, like I said, for $14 right now, and included, you will get the kindergarten with Habitat Schoolhouse Math Unit 1 curriculum. So this whole curriculum that you're going to see, the workbook, which I'm going to show you. You are going to get some extras also, which I'm going to go through and show you the extras that you will get. You're going to get 10 frame cards, a number line 1 through 100, odd and even clip cards, kindergarten calendar cards, a daily calendar, days of the week, Principles of Math cards, our brand new Scouts Meadow guide, and I'm going to show you what that looks like, the Kindergarten Meadow map, merit badges for math, individual subject map for kindergarten math. Which really, you guys, I love this. It's such an easy guide and just a way for, as a parent, as a teacher, teaching our children is just going to help us so much going through this unit. Then you will also get the math character card, the progress card, a logbook, and a skills tracker. So that is everything that is included in this. You guys, I told you you're going to get your, I don't even know, I'm not even on Twitter and I'm getting Twitter. Thanks. I don't understand. You're going to see emails pop up probably on my screen. So don't mind them, disregard them. So, okay. So I want to first show you this beautiful, I'm going to try and make this a full screen. So this right here is the Meadow Skills Tracker Guide, and it is going to take you through all of the items that you are going to go through in teaching. So you've got letter knowledge and oral language skills and storytelling. So this is all of the stuff in kindergarten that they are going to go through. So you've got some healthy living, growth mindset, caring behaviors, hazards and safety. Over here, jumping over to Matilda's Meadow, you've got physics and familiar materials. We're going to learn about the solar system and earth science. You're going to look at families and roles and responsibilities, visual arts, music, and dance. You guys, there is so much goodness here. So this is the tracker. So this is our Scouts tracker. So I will put this down, and I'm going to keep checking back. So if you see me move my screen, it's because I don't want to miss any comments. So that is why. Hang on one sec. Okay. And then let me pull up. So we're gonna go through the guide first, and then I'm gonna show you down here at the bottom of the screen. I'm gonna show you the curriculum. I'm gonna show you the workbook, and then I'm gonna show you all the extras. I just thought that it would be really fun for us to go through this and just briefly just go through it so that you can see what you're getting before you buy it. I love to get to see this kind of stuff, and so I thought it would be super helpful for you guys to see this. So here you've got our Unit 1 curriculum guide, and Charlotte has written some awesome stuff in here, and our whole team has really put so much heart into this curriculum. Okay, so here we have, so this is the first page, so you've got your contents. So this will give you a really good overview of each unit. So this unit that we are looking at is Unit 1, and it is our number sense. So these are all to come, but right now we're specifically just going to be looking at, if it will let me highlight, we're going to be looking at this stuff, right? Chapters 1 through 5. That's what we're going to be looking at. And again, so you've got 6 units. And over here is just a really good overview of what this math book contains. And then it's just some learning, we have some learning expectations. For example, at the beginning of the year, perhaps a child doesn't have a good grasp on letters. As you go through the year, our program, you'll notice that child A begins to demonstrate knowledge of letters. He or she says, "That is my letter." And so if you keep reading on, this is just a really good guide on just some expectations that we can just follow and just honestly walk away with just some peace on teaching and what we can just work on with our kiddos. So here we've got some Common Core standards, what it means for you, some record keeping. all of this stuff is super important. I would read through all of this. Depending on where you are located, each state has different homeschooling rules and regulations, and so it's really important for you to check where you are located and what the state requires. And so then we've got the suggested age range. So again, this is going to be our kindergarten level unit. And then this is just our approach, just encouraging gentle learning. And we've talked about this a little bit on a few of our lives, but this has a little bit more detail, and I suggest you reading through that as well. And then we've got a little safety notice. And then in here, you're going to see the course objectives. This page is really helpful in just having a guide as a parent and a teacher, like I said, to just know some of the concepts and different things that we're going to be covering throughout this curriculum. And just for me, I've been looking at this and just knowing like, hey, in the back of my mind, we're going to keep in mind, hey, what are ways that we're going to be able to get to 5, to make 5, or ways to, make 1 through 10. And just having these in the back of my head have really been helping me to just adapt and come up with different alternative kind of some extra ways as we're teaching. So and then something else that I really love that we have included in this is our supply list. So it's going to break it down by chapter, and then it's going to tell you the resources that you're going to need. So for instance, in chapter 1, we're going to be going through calendar concepts and time management, and they would need the month cards that are in here, the week cards, and the daily calendar, and then materials, a calendar, and pencils and crayons. So honestly, you guys, part of one of the big reasons, I mean, there's a million reasons, but one reason that I just love our curriculum is it's really just straightforward, and we don't have to go and buy tons and tons and tons of stuff. Most of the things that you're going to see in here are things that you have at home or that you can find outside in nature. And if you go back a couple weeks, you will see some of our just lives where we've talked about like, hey, we can use rocks for counting, we can use sticks for counting. So yeah, I just love this piece, and I hope it's helpful for you guys as you go through it too. Then you've got this section here, so how to use this book, and it's going to really break down, so here you've got kindergarten school year suggested. There's 36 chapters in the curriculum. Each chapter is broken down into 5 lessons. Each of these lessons correspond to each day of the week, excluding weekends. So that means that one lesson is done per school day for the total of the school year, so 36 weeks. And again, if you all follow a different schedule or a different rhythm in your homeschooling, you can easily adapt and adjust anything that we put out there to fit your needs. I'm going to go over because I think there's some comments and I want to see. Do you have a list for the... So in the preschool curriculum, maybe I will do this not next week. Next week we're going to go through nature, but let's do maybe the week after. I will go through one of the preschool ones. I've done it before briefly. I want to say it might have been our first or second, but I did not do a screen share. It was not that fancy then. So what I will do is I will plan a live where we do all of the preschool stuff. Thank you for suggesting that, Sandra, because we do have in our preschool curriculum, you will see very similar to this. You will have all your resources that you need, book suggestions, supply list, all of that is in each of our parent guides. So to answer your question, the answer is yes. And also I'll put it on my calendar to go through the preschool curriculum in a similar fashion like this. So we've got unit by unit approach, and then just navigating. This is just helping you kind of navigate the page. And then here you're going to look at just some simple words that we're using and how we're defining them. Okay, and Britt, I just saw you posted something. Maybe it went away, but now I can't see it. So if Britt is on here, and she'll probably help me with links, which will be amazing. I love you. Thank you. Okay. So again, here we've just put a few tips and some notes. And this right here. Okay, so Britt just put the preschool link up there. And again, like I said, I will plan a day where we go through all of the preschool curriculum and walk you through it. So here, so each chapter you are going to have a goal, which is really, really helpful in guiding your kiddos. We're going to talk through, hang on, I'm going to try and remove these thumbnails so it's a little bit bigger for you guys. Maybe. Hang on one second. Okay. Maybe not. It doesn't want to do it, but that's fine. I don't want to mess this up. So, so each chapter you're going to have a goal, concepts, review, vocabulary, which I love, you guys. This is so awesome. So just vocabulary, you do not have to come up with things. Like, it is done for you. Vocabulary that you can talk through during the week, and then resources. And then again, like I said, these things are not included, but these are things that hopefully you have lying around your house or that you can find. You know, obviously this week would not be anything outside, but there are going to be weeks where, you know, if you need like counting items and things like that, where you can use stuff from nature as well. And so this is going to tell you, so day one, teaching about time. So it's going to tell you what you are teaching. And then it gives you what you should read to your kiddos. And then it's going to have you ask them to explain other things that they do throughout the day. And so every single day you are going to have this guide, and you guys, it's so helpful. Something that I also love here is it is going to tell you like exactly when you need to use one of these resources here, which is super helpful. You're not going to have to be shuffling through. Honestly, most of this is all going to be like, this is prepared ahead of time for you, so there's not going to be a whole lot of planning that you're going to have to do in addition to this. Okay, so Britt said, I shared the link to the preschool topics. They are also laid out week by week along with the objectives in our preschool parent guide. Yes, they are. And I promise you guys, I will go through and do preschool just like I'm doing this. We're not going to go through every single day, but I want you to see that. So when you see 1.2, so that means it's week 1, but it's day 2. So this is going to be Tuesday. So day 2, it's going to tell you how to begin your lesson, the materials that you're going to need. Again, it's giving you the script to read your child, and tweak it and use it however you feel comfortable. But this is just a super helpful guide. You're not having to make things up. It's literally telling you everything you're going to need to know and teach your child. And then something fun too, there's a lot of these different things where it says like make a point of incorporating family life when you're talking about your week. So there's so many different real life things that you all are doing throughout your days that we are bringing into even something that has nothing to do with nature but math, that we can bring just our daily life into. So again, you're going to see this. We've got songs in here that you can sing and all sorts of stuff. So every single day you will have a guide. So, and it is going to tell you. So again, day 3, you are going to have, I skipped day 4, but here's day 5. And then again, you're going to see for week 2, for chapter 2, it's going to give you a new goal, new concepts, review, which is huge for just comprehension and just expanding their minds. So you're going to be able to review, and then you're going to get a new set of vocabulary, and it's going to tell you exactly what new resources you need, and see right here, 20 to 30 non-specific items. So you could have 20 rocks or 20 sticks, if you know, or if you have 20 little wooden blocks, whatever you have around your house or outside, you can use, which is just amazing. I love that. Okay, so let me know if you all have any questions, because I'm going to jump. This is all, just so you know, going to be, this is how it all lays out. So there's all different kinds of stuff specific to each chapter, but the general layout is every single week you will have concepts, goals, review, vocab, resources, materials, and every single day it will give you a script and what you will be reading and teaching to your kiddos. Okay, so if anybody has questions, let me know, but this is what it looks like. This is the parent guide for Unit 1 of our math curriculum for kindergarten. Okay, next up, I want to show you the actual, I am going to show you, I'm actually going to put the link in here. Since I'm here, I'm going to, so this right here is the link. That is the link that I just put in where you can purchase this unit. And then I am going to show you, hang on one second. I have so many tabs down here. Oh no, I pulled the wrong one up. Or maybe I don't have it pulled up. I might have X'd out of my workbook. And I did. Okay, 1 second, you guys, just bear with me. And let me pull up. So this is all, we can go through this. 1 second. We're going to go through. This is all the stuff. Oh no, it's right here. Haha. I was kidding. Let it just load. Okay. So this right here is the workbook. So I'm going to run through this. We're not going to go through each page specifically, but I want to give you a brief overview of what everything looks like. So here is, you've got your cover page. So each number is going to have a number sheet like this with the number and then a space for a couple different things. So you can have your child write the number 1. Sometimes what we'll do is we'll write the number 1 and then we'll grab an object. So we'll get 1 block or 1 stick or 1 toy, and we will just use it as a representation so they can connect the number 1 with an object. Another thing that I love to do, and this, for my son, he really loves this, but to also incorporate the actual word O-N-E, 1, I will have a card and I will just put it on the sheet around where he can just read O-N-E, so he can start familiarizing himself when he sees the number 1, what the written word 1 looks like. So, and then right here, this page is so helpful. This is honestly a really helpful guide as a parent to just explain how to get them to write each number. So for every single number, you are going to see how they can write the number, how they can show it on their hand, and then how just this page right here, this little bottom part here on the sheet is just tracing the number. And so I love how this is a really gentle guide into showing them how it's done and then prompting them here with these 2 markers. And then you've got again, and then with 2 markers. And then here we've taken 1 off to really just encourage them to know where to start and try and get them to start drawing the number or writing the number 1 on their own. And then here we've taken everything off, and then they have a whole line where they can just trace. And then here is just an opportunity for them to write it on their own. I know my son loves these little questions at the bottom of our sheets. So those are just some really neat little questions that you can ask them as they are working. And again, you're going to see the number 2, same thing, and then each section will have the number tracing. Sorry, it's not matching up. So you will have it where you've got, you're going to have 4 objects or 4 different types of things that we're going to showcase to give you the number, how you can see it on your hand, the way to write it, and then again, this guided, slow process of getting them to really try and write the numbers on their own. And then also, there are a lot of different activities and exercises in here to really help them different colors and numbers and visuals as well. And then you are going to have places where you can now relate the objects with connecting what the number is. So really trying to get that number recognition. And then these patterns. So this is like a slow introduction to patterns of understanding what number comes next. And then these, I will tell you, these are some of my favorite cards, and I cut them out and I laminate them and I have them in a little bag, and we can pull them out whenever, and they are just a really fun, simple math activity that so what we'll do is we will cut these out, and then I have little clothespins, and whatever is on the picture, they have to count how many. So for instance, like in this case, there are 2 snails. They have to find the number 2, and then we add in a fine motor exercise. So you can just circle these, or we love to do a lot of fine motor exercises, and so we will take a clothespin and we will clip a little pin onto the correct number. You could also place like a little marble or something if you didn't want to write on this, or if you laminated them, you can do all kinds of different activities. So again, moving on to the number 5, and then we've got some coloring sheets in here, and I want to go to this page right here. If it will load, there's a little bit of a delay. Okay, so here you've got cut out the following bees and hide them in a sensory bin. So there is also included in this curriculum, this workbook, all kinds of things that you can do in a sensory bin. And so what I have done is I've laminated. If you don't have a laminator, that's totally fine. But just cut these out, put them in a little sensory bin. Maybe you can have beans or Cheerios in a little Tupperware or container, or if you have a tray or whatever you have at home that you can just put something into, and then you can hide these in, and they can pick them out and count them. And there's so many different games and things you can play with those. Again, another sensory bin activity that you can do, cut out the following cards and place them beside the B sensory bin. And so this right here is another way where you can, okay, hey, they need to find the number 7, and they're going to pick out 7 bees and bring them to the flower. So I just love how there's so much nature incorporated into this as well. So I'm going to keep scrolling. There are a couple things. So again, counting how many, tracing. This is a really good review sheet. So just tracing all the numbers, connecting the dots. And then you've got one-to-one correspondence where you can you just cut this out, and then they're going to have to match and put the number where it matches on this side of the sheet. You've got some number lines. So there's all kinds of extra activities in here. And then there is a supplemental sheet or supplemental piece. And I'm going to show you once we get on the link that I have posted in the group. So this, let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys. And then again, we've also had these beautiful brain breaks. I love them. My son loves them. He's like, yay. He will tell me, like, he knows that we're at a break, and he'll say, hey, we're at a brain break. Or, he needs to get up and get his wiggles out. So those are really fun that they're just kind of weaved in here. And then at the very end, you've got trace the numbers 11 through 20. So then you've got a recap and an overview of numbers 11 through 20 and getting them to count all the way up to 20. So this is the actual workbook where the children will work out of. And then earlier I showed you the parent guide. And then again, here is our skills tracker. And I'm going to pull this up on the site. And so here I posted the link, and you can go there. Right now it's on sale, and you will see, this is the page I wanted to show you. I'm going to try and make this bigger. So you're also going to get all of these extras. So you've got the May, all the months of the year, days of the week. Here's your little map that you're going to get. You're going to get these are awesome 10 frame cards, and so you can have them write with these. You can put objects on them. We've got all these extra little scout cards, days of the week, as I had mentioned, some gardening stuff. You have this right here in the center is your tracker as a parent, just to kind of have a check-in and just kind of keep some progress on the skills that your child is learning. And then up here, you've got all your weather stuff, days of the week. And so this is a sheet that they can do every single day, which I love. My son loves to do this. So today is, let them pick the day of the week and the weather. And you could put that on a chalkboard or hang it somewhere every single day, which is a fun activity. Okay, I think that is everything. I think that's everything I was going to share with you all today. So I don't think I can switch back to my face. But if you all have any questions, please feel free to hop on and let me know. And I'm happy to answer any questions. If you have like a specific question on just an activity or anything that we covered today, please feel free to let me know. So, okay, if that is everything, I went back and I'm gonna pin some of these threads. Let's see. So I'm gonna pin, so I pinned some of the, I guess I can only pin one of them. So I will pin the math one, but please know if you go back in, Britt posted the preschool one as well. And I will plan on, probably not next week, because next week we're going to do this same thing and we're going to talk through all of the nature stuff that we have coming. And then the following week I will plan to do, I need to just double check my schedule, but I will need to look at what we have coming up, and I will, at some point, I will go through just like this, the preschool stuff. So if you all have questions, let me know. If not, I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you all next week. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.